welcome to my first ever unboning, because I have a Reaper bone horror. Now I am hoping to use this as a Vargulf, so we'll see if it's the right size, won't we? Let's get all the pieces out. A lovely piece of foam as always. It feels very nice. Enough of that. Let's get down to business. The base seems to be the same size as a 50mm base, which is what a Vargulf comes on. But I'm probably not going to use it because you seem somewhat limited in the pose you can place the miniature in. It's kind of diagonal. And I don't really want that. I want it to be more like kind of like that, so he's looking forwards and not always off at a weird angle. So I'm probably going to use this base here. Let's have a closer look at the model now. In we go. It's quite a horrifying sight, I think you'll agree. Very detailed. Most of it is bone though, so it should be pretty easy to paint. Got his weapon here. Double ender. Always the best option. And the wings. Very tiny wings, so it doesn't look like he's going to be doing much flying, which is perfect for a Vargulf. Well, I'm going to put this sucker together, and then I'll be back. Well, here it is, fully assembled. There's quite a bit of flesh to clean up, but it didn't take very long. Relatively easy to put together since it only came in a few pieces. I was surprised how few pieces it did come in actually. I was expecting the top of the torso not to be attached. If you look there, it's a very fine point between the two huge halves of the model. I expect the wings are the most likely part to fall off. I didn't really attempt to pin them, since it would have been quite fiddly. It's a very thin point to be drilling into, so I didn't want to risk that until absolutely necessary. So we'll see if they fall off. It fills this 50mm base nicely, but even then I decided I'd add something a bit extra. So I've got a dwarf who's been butchered basically. He's lost his legs, he's lost his arm, which is over there, and with his final breath he's trying to warn his comrades about the impending doom by pointing. Well, here's the old bonester all painted up. It's not too difficult since it's mostly bone. So it was an undercoat, a base coat of bone, a wash over that, and then some dry brushing for most of the bone effect, and then just some of the details like the axe head, the green on his wings, the red stinger with a hint of yellow, and poor Mr. Dwarfykins down there, who is not looking too impressed with his impending death. And I'm pretty sure he's saying something along the lines of, "Oi lads, it was him! He's the one who cut me arm and legs off! Get him!" Only he's probably more Scottish than that. You know what dwarves are like. So far I have not dropped this model on the floor, so nothing's fallen off yet. Maybe only a matter of time with something so heavy and 100% metal, as anyone who's tried to keep a dwarf gyrocopter stuck together will know. Or one of those old metal Games Workshop giants. Those were a nightmare. But it's staying together quite nicely for now. And I've decided he should be named Boney. Back! I've got a body! Anyone who gets that reference, you win a cookie. Anyone who doesn't get it, you're probably not British.